Review: Chronicles of the Ghostly Tribe. Or, this movie looks awesome, but the story is a dumpster fire. Final score: 5.5 out of 10. Alright, let's talk about Chronicles of the Ghostly Tribe. This movie is like that super hot person you meet at a party who looks like $1,000,000, but then they open their mouth and you realize there's absolutely nothing going on upstairs. It's all flash, no substance. A 10-gallon hat on a tiny little head. It actually started out pretty cool. I'll give it this. The movie kicks off with a bang. We're in 1970s China, which is a neat change of pace. We follow this dude, Hu Bei, who's an explorer, and he goes on this expedition into some seriously spooky mountains. The vibe is awesome. Think Indiana Jones meets The Thing. They find giant monster skeletons frozen in ice and explore these deep, dark caves that scream, "You're all gonna die in here." For the first 30 minutes, I was all in. It was mysterious, it was tense, and I was ready for an epic adventure. If the whole movie had been like this, we'd be talking about a classic. But, it wasn't. Holy crap, the special effects. Let's be real. The only reason this movie gets more than 3 points is because it's pure eye candy. For a Chinese blockbuster from 2015, the CGI is insane. The monsters are freaking cool. You've got these swarming fire bats from hell and giant wolf-like desert beasts that look like they could swallow a bus. The action scenes are huge, loud, and explodey. If you just want to turn your brain off and watch giant things fight each other in cool-looking ancient temples, this movie delivers. It's the perfect, I'm just gonna watch the trailer on a loop kind of film. But that's the whole problem. They clearly spent all their money on the special effects and had about $12 left over for the script. And then the story just takes a nosedive. After that great start, the movie slams on the brakes and the plot just falls apart. The story jumps forward in time and suddenly our hero is living a boring city life. Then, for reasons that make zero sense, he gets dragged back into the monster hunting business. The plot has more holes than a block of Swiss cheese after a machine gun fight. Characters show up, say something important, and then disappear forever or get eaten. You won't care about a single one of them. Our main hero, Hu Bei, is as generic as they come. He's the brave guy, TM. That's it. The other characters might as well be wearing red shirts from Star Trek because you know they're just there to be monster food. Oh, and they try to shove a romance in there that has all the spark and chemistry of a wet firecracker. It's just awkward. The movie also has a massive identity crisis. One minute it's an adventure film, the next it's a horror movie, then it tries to be a sci-fi epic. It's like the director threw 5 different movie scripts into a blender and hit puree. The real kicker, the other movie. Here's the funniest part. Another movie based on the exact same books, called Mojin the Lost Legend, came out the exact same year. And guess what? It was awesome. It had a great story, fun characters, and actually felt like a real adventure. It's like 2 students were given the same assignment and one wrote a masterpiece, while Chronicles of the Ghostly Tribe just drew cool pictures of dragons in the margins and turned it in. The final verdict. So here's the bottom line. Chronicles of the Ghostly Tribe is a beautiful-looking disaster. It's a dumb, loud CGI fest that forgot to include a story. Is it worth watching? Yeah. If you're bored on the Saturday night, have some pizza, and just want to see some giant monsters wreck stuff without thinking, go for it. But if you want a story that makes a lick of sense, or characters you actually care about, you're better off watching paint dry. It's a watch it once on Netflix and forget it exists by morning kind of movie.